Hello Leo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is a Queen of Cups. Interesting. All right. We're kind of we're trying to learn our feelings about something here. All right, let's see what we've got going on. Let's put this into some context. All right. All right. Look at that. We've got the Lover's energy. We've got the Universe. We've got an Ace of Cups here. This isn't so bad. Where's the fire, though? That's what I want to know. Where's the fire? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to pick, whoa, I don't know, maybe this one. We'll put Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, right there on top, and we're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Now, if you get an idea, a sense, or a feeling of what that card is, I want you to put your prediction in the comment section, okay? Let's see if we can kind of tap into spirit, right? Raise our vibrations and start discerning this mystery card together as kind of a group exercise, okay? I hope you'll play along. First, let's look at this. We've got majors, two majors. No fire. We've got a lot of water, 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 water. We've got some air. And even this is air. And then we've got the earth. So what I'm feeling right away is that there is a situation that it feels like there's some kind of a blockage, a delay. I feel like you're part of a group, whether it's a work situation, if it is some sort of an organization that you're with, a community thing, charity, if it's a creative something, there is a group of others, right? And I think it's your will to work in cooperation with this group in some way, toward a common goal. But I think that something is going on in that area right now that really is leaving a sour taste in your mouth, right? 7 of Cups here. It's, I feel like there's somebody there. They may be an older person. It may be a feminine energy. I feel like they're just not taking it seriously. That they're just, I don't know, they're just kind of joking around, or they're just making a mockery of it, or it seems like they're just there, just as like an indulgence. Like they're not really serious about the work. That they're just maybe there for some kind of self-gratification, or they're there because they just like the vibe, right? Whatever it is, but they're not really dedicated. They're not really serious about what's going on. And so I think that there is this. It's creating a bit of friction in this group. And I think that what you're trying to do is really bypass that person. I think you're trying to go around that energy, right? And it's almost as if I think that we really just don't like that person. And we're trying to just kind of go around them and focus on what we need to do. Focus on our connection with this work, not on what this person is doing, right? But that's not always easy. Here's that 5 of Swords. I feel like they are... I'm Trying to sort out what I'm feeling. A lot of water here. I don't think you would really care what they're doing, except for the fact that it's kind of slowing down your progress. Remember, we said we had that kind of a blockage or a delay here. And I think it's because they're just not taking it seriously. It's like that one member, like if you're in school and you have a group project, it's that one person that's just fooling around, right, just trying to kill time. Normally you wouldn't care what they're doing, but it's affecting you. It's causing a delay in your progress. So I think we're trying to sort out, like, how do I feel about this? What should I do about this? Well, I think we know how we feel. We don't like it. But the question becomes, what do I do about it? Right? Do we try to just kind of skirt around them and focus on our enjoyment, our connection? This is like somebody at the movie theater that's just being really loud and obnoxious. Right? You're trying to enjoy the movie here. Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. But this person here is throwing popcorn, being loud, kicking your chair, right? And that's ruining your experience of this thing. Now, it might be a work thing. Maybe, maybe you're at the theater. I don't know. You could be watching this in the movie theater right now as we speak. But whatever it is, you've got bigger plans for this. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. You have the spiritual vision. You see the long term. You know what you're trying to get out of this, right? You're here for a reason. You're dedicated. You're committed. This person's not. This person is just kind of whatever. You got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So you know what you want out of this, and you know what your connection. This is serious for you. This is your destiny. This is your work. This is your will. This is your purpose, right? You have a deep connection with this thing. That other person doesn't. So they're just kind of getting bored. They're clicking their pencil. They're flicking stuff off the table. They're kicking chairs. It's just kind of obnoxious, right? But what you've got to do is get back to this Ace of Cups, right? Get back to your enjoyment of this. And how do we do that? Well, we're looking over here at the Five of Swords. Now, this could be a card that says we've got to beat them at their own game. That you're in some ways making this more uncomfortable for them than they are for you, and they're going to just decide to leave. But I don't know if that's the best. Sinking to their level it might not be the best option either. The difficulty here, I think, is how do we get out of this way of thinking? That we're assuming this is some kind of a battle, some kind of a game here, right? Where we've got to try to be more cunning, more strategic than they are, so that we can get our way, so that we can move ahead, so that we can, get back to our business. The Lover's card, I think, is showing maybe something other than that, right? Because we're getting at, it's all air energy right here, but we're getting out of the Five of Swords thing, where this isn't necessarily a battle that needs to be won. There will be a victory, I see here, but it's not that kind of, it's not a battle that needs to be won, right? There's a difference between a victory and a battle that needs to be won. And with the Lover's card here, especially in the position of the environment, I wonder if there is a way that we can connect with this person, right? If we can somehow offer ourselves to them, to this situation, and show them like another way, show them the meaning or the purpose or the depth to this work or to this project. Perhaps by you focusing on your love and connection for this thing, they will be also inspired to do the same, right? That they might open up enough to see that while it might not be important to them, it's important to you and the other people of the group, right? This could be something at work where one person is just kind of fooling around, goofing off, and the rest of you are trying to get the job done. Yeah. So this card is telling me that perhaps that person just doesn't really feel included, that they don't really feel confident in what they're doing or their skill level or their knowledge, that they feel kind of outcast and they're kind of acting out in that immature way. So the Lover's card might be a recommendation to try to bring this person in, give them something to do, basically, right? We see a lack of fire energy here. And that's concerning because this is water and air. This is, I feel a certain way, I think a certain way. There's not a lot of energy to really put something into motion. It's just we're kind of stuck inside about it, right? I can see the action that I want. I can see the results that we want. I can see the behavior that we want with the earth energy at the end. But there's nothing to heat up all of these thoughts and feelings and get them into the realm of action, right? We need to have some sort of a plan that we can put in motion. So we do need the fire energy. So hopefully the mystery card will be some fire energy. The card we have next is the Six of Swords. And now this is... for one, this is a fear and a concern because I think that part of your worry is that things are not going according to plan. Part of your worry is that we're going to be behind schedule and that this is kind of making you look bad, right? Because you're part of this group. So the actions of one reflect on everyone else. And this is the need for you to formulate a strategy, formulate a plan. Right. This is for you to really take how you feel and take what you're thinking, the thoughts that you have, right? Heart and mind together, thinking and feeling, beliefs and values, and find a strategy, right? Find a way forward. And this is the hard part. This is perhaps the difficulty of quieting down all of this water energy, the frustration, our perhaps disapproval or dislike of this person, our feelings, right? Our heart energy, our water energy, which we do see a lot of right here. What if we were to take that out of the picture and we're not feeling offended, we're not feeling any certain kind of type of way about it, but we need to have an objective plan. What do we do? Right? There's a bug in the system. We've got to try to figure it out. Now, we don't want to completely ignore how we feel. But if we allow the water to override our rational mind in this moment, then our behaviors and our actions are not going to be very productive. Okay? And we want them to be productive because we have an end game here. We have a result that we want. So in order for this to be a real victory, it has to be a victory over our perhaps indulging too much in our feelings, in our frustrations, in our dislike of this person. Okay? Because the sixes are all about victory. It's about us overcoming something. Well, it's not about us kind of playing this game with this person and seeing who wins. It's about a victory over us doing something perhaps based on these negative feelings. Based on just kind of how frustrated we're getting. And I think we're getting more and more frustrated because this is not moving anywhere. It's kind of stuck in this situation. There's no fire energy to show that things are progressing, right? So the moment that we're looking at right now is the moment where you have to understand what results you are creating with what type of actions what kind of strategies you put in motion. Okay. The Three of Pentacles is about understanding the process of creation on the physical plane. Are you allowing all of this water energy to dictate your behavior? Or alternatively, are we going to utilize our rational mind, our strategic mind, and formulate a plan to change things, to get things moving in the right direction? Yeah, that's the real victory here, I think. In this situation, now, I don't always say this, but it's a victory of the rational mind over all of these feelings. Okay? Now, the feelings are important. You need to feel how you feel. But when you're determining the action, when you're determining the behavior, do what is going to be best for yourself, for the group, for the long-term goals that you have. All right? Let's look at the mystery card. Maybe we've got just enough fire to get all of this stuff rolling, get it moving. If you have an idea of what this card is, put your prediction in the comments section down below, all right? I'm thinking fire energy. I don't know what kind. It doesn't really matter. Maybe an ace, maybe a 10. Hopefully not. Hopefully like a 6. A 5 would be okay. A 10 might be too much. Yeah. So let's see what we have. It's the Empress. It's the Empress. Interesting. Because the Empress is, again, one of these energies that is very inclusive. Right? Welcomes everything. Welcomes everybody. This is almost a card that says no action is really necessary. And I wonder if that's part of the strategy here, is to just let that person do what they're doing. Try not to let it bother you. And it's going to take care of itself. Right? That might be what this Empress is saying. Don't do anything. Don't try to help them. Don't try to harm them. Let them do what they're doing. And, maybe the manager will notice, the supervisor will notice. It'll take care of itself. Is kind of the message. Yeah. Interesting. So maybe that is the victory. Maybe it's a victory over ourselves, over these feelings that just are piling up, right? We're getting more and more annoyed and frustrated with this person. Let's try to get a handle on that for now, for a little bit longer, and things will take care of themselves, right? So that maybe that's why there is no fire here, because there's nothing for you to do. Don't act impulsively. Don't react. Just stay focused on what you're doing. Stay focused on the quality of your experience. Yeah. Very interesting. We're going to do an extended reading real quick, too. If you want to stick around, click on the link in the corner. That'll give you access to every extended reading, not just for Leo, but for every sign. So you can cross-watch. You can check your other placements. Leo, I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.